I want to mention more Rabbanim who I spoke to. They not necessarily came to the yeshiva, but I spoke to them and I heard their yachas to Lubavitch. For instance, Harav Leibel. Harav Leibel was the Av Bezdin of Igud Rabbanim, a big Talmud Chacham. He wrote Shailas Tshuvas Beis Ovi, I think 5 big volumes. There's actually a tshuva to me in one of the volumes, I think a Chel Revi, because since he used to come to Miami, I got very friendly with him. I would talk to him a lot, asked him Shailas. So on one of the Shailas, he sent me a tshuva later, a long tshuva, and then he printed it in the Sefer Beis Ovi. So he also spoke very highly about the Rebbe, about Lubavitch. He even told me a story that about the Rebbe, something that he heard that the Rebbe did. The Rebbe said, now that he wanted to base a certain halacha, which I never heard. I don't want to repeat it because I don't think he heard it Klei Rishon, so firsthand, and therefore I don't know if it's a story that you could repeat. It sounds a little strange to me, but the main thing I'm trying to show that he took the Rebbe's story and built on that certain things because his Yachas Lubavitch was very strong. When I mention more Rabbanim, for instance, Amerika Shlichus, I was together with Reb Sholem Ber Levitin, who's in Seattle. We went to Harav Yalov. He was the Rav in Syracuse. He used to even come to the Rebbe's Fabrengen sometimes, and he spoke about the Rebbe Meiredik. He's a mechaber of Svarim, Shalmi Shmuel, Mincha Shmuel, and he spoke about the Rebbe Meiredik, that the Rebbe saved Yiddishkeit in America. The whole thing, mamish, very great about the Rebbe. Also, when I was Amerika Shlichus with Yosel Minkowitz from Montreal, so we were in Panama, so we met out of Tzion Levi. Tzion Levi was the Rav of the Swedish communion in Panama. Very choshev Rav. Actually, when he was young, he was a chavrus of Rav Yosef, Bavadia Yosef, and he knew how to learn. So when we came into his office, and we told him we're Amerika Shlichus, and we started talking Lubavitch, he thought, what does he know about the Rebbe? What does he know about Lubavitch? The Rebbe does. So he tells us, you have to telling us about the Rebbe. He picked up his sefer, and his desk was a glass, like a lot of desks have a glass on top. So when he picked up his sefer, under the sefer, in the glass was a picture of the Rebbe. He says, you're telling me about Lubavitch Rebbe? Here it is. I have a picture of the Rebbe. And he told us his closeness, how close he is to the Rebbe. Also met Harav Aaron Soloveitchik. Also, we know his connection to the Rebbe, his closeness to Lubavitch was very, very much. So I was once in Chicago, I went to speak to him. So we spoke in learning, but then he was telling me about the greatness of the Rebbe and Lubavitch, etc., etc. So here I hear more Rabbanim who I personally heard from them, their Yachas to Lubavitch.